You. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yo, what y'all think is winning the debate? The Nintendo Switch 2 or the Steam Deck? I don't know, man. The Steam Deck looking more appealing when it comes to the value, though. The only thing the Switch 2 really has over it is the hardware, if you think about it. And even then, by how much? Yo, what's up? Like, if you really think about it, the Steam Deck is actually way better than the Switch. And what's even crazy, because I think with the Steam Deck, you could use regular micro cards, micro SDs. Well, unlike Switch, they expect you to get the micro SD Express. I don't know. I really do think that Nintendo is really overpricing this console. Honestly, I really think they're overpricing it. I don't think people really look at it. I think once the FOMO wears off, I think people will start to realize. But I'm starting to think the Nintendo Switch 2 sucks. Besides its exclusives, and because you're still paying for online, you're paying for the emulation. I mean, think about it. It's like you're paying for an inferior product in a way. Now, mind you, how much does a 256 Steam Deck cost? Isn't it about like 500? I think 529. But I wonder what y'all opinions on it. I'm trying to get behind this guy. I think Steam Deck's about $399 for 64 gigabytes, but if we want to make it a fair comparison, we got to compare it to its second tier. It's 256 gigabyte model. But even then, the freedom that you get from the 64 gigabyte model, you still can use a regular micro SD card, very similar to the Nintendo Switch. Ooh, got him, headshot. Let's go. Oh, he had a lot of stuff on him. So yeah, I'm thinking the Steam Deck is more appealing, honestly. And I heard you could buy a third-party dock for like 20, 30. If you want the Valve one, that's about 80. But like if you're just trying to get something on the screen, what do you guys think is better though? The Steam Deck? You guys would go as far to say the Steam Deck is better? Because I'm trying to think, like, what really benefits does the Switch 2 really have besides exclusives, right? Because in every other, yeah, of course, yeah. If you're gonna play it solely for Nintendo games, yeah, then obviously the Switch 2, right? Now, mind you, right, this is another good argument to add, right, to the Switch 2 argument is that with the Switch 2, you can carry your not your games in a well, most of some of your games, not really your accessories, but you can carry most of your games over from the Switch 1. So I guess that's one benefit, right? I guess from being a Switch owner is the fact that you can transfer most of your games over. Yeah. So I think that that is very interesting to know because if you think about it, I don't know. I think they both have their pros and cons. But if we're talking about general video games, I think the Steam Deck might do I think it might do things a little bit better, especially from a value proposition. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see the value proposition between the two. I can see for both, but I really feel like everything with Nintendo's overpriced. Yeah, they did say that. I know I did hear them say that as well. I mean, the game doesn't look that crazy to me either. It looks like it could have been done on a Nintendo Switch 1, in my honest opinion, but... Yeah, $80 games. That's what I'm saying. You know? I mean, if we're looking at it from the perspective... Like, if you got a Switch 1 and you see the Switch 2, of course the Switch 2 is going to look appealing by default, right? You know what I mean? But I think the value proposition for Steam, though, with the free online and the emulation of games for free, you know, you're really spending more money on the Switch 2 for what? A lousy Discord from Nintendo. Like, I mean, you're really paying for mediocrity. Yep. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the Nintendo Switch 2 should have been priced probably around 350. No, I didn't pre-order it. The game key cards made me not want to pre-order it. It was too many. I know people say, well, you could have just avoided them, but I like my third party. You know, I'm a mixture of both worlds. You know, I love my exclusives, but at the same time, you know, I understand they make way more third party games than exclusives. So, you know, and I'm not saying Nintendo don't have good exclusives. I mean, what is it? Mario Kart World looks like one of their best games, but at the end of the day, I could afford to wait to play it. It's nothing that I gotta go out there and buy a whole console for. But it does look good though. It is one of the one of the only games. Yeah. Yeah, because the value proposition, the fact that you gotta pay for online and I respect your favorite word. No, I'm just mostly doing it for the sake of a discussion. Yeah, like, because the value proposition, a lot of Nintendo fanboys now talking about how their platform is way better than the Steam Deck, but I don't think that's the case though, guys. I don't think the Switch 2 completely blows the Steam Deck out of the water. And the Steam Deck, right? And the Steam Deck actually has cheaper sales, free online, right? It has a lot of better features than what the Switch 2 is offering. The Switch 2 really isn't offering. I mean, they're offering a lot. I'm not going to sit there saying that they're not. You got the 1080p, 120 FPS screen. You know, obviously those are some factors, but I do worry that when these new next Steam Decks come out, it's going to blow the Switch 2 out the water. Or when Microsoft makes theirs, oh man, I really think it's going to blow the Nintendo Switch 2 out the water. I feel like the Nintendo Switch 2 is dated before it even came out. I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it being a little bit more powerful than a Pro is not really going to cut it. I feel like third party, now they're going to continue to make games for it, but I really do think they're going to abandon that console, bro. We might have a Wii U situation. We might. I can see why people keep bringing this up because I feel like, you know what, people, you know what, check this. Now, this is going to be very controversial for me to say, but this is just mostly just for the sake of a conversation, right? I don't know. A lot of us don't know, right? But this is just the sake of a conversation. Who knows? Let's say Xbox comes up with their new portable. Let's say PC comes up with theirs. Then that means the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have to rely solely, keyword solely on exclusives, right? Because think about it, Microsoft and Sony, they're going to have their new next-gen consoles coming out. Microsoft's going to have a next-gen portable. The Switch 2 is going to be so far behind, they might not even be able to put games on it. They might not even be able to put games. They're not getting GTA 6. The Switch 2 is only getting PS4 level style of games. They're barely even getting PS5 style games. At least with the Switch 1, the Switch 1 was still getting current games at the time. No matter how underpowered the console was, they was definitely getting some, you know, Xbox One, PS4 level titles. Now, mind you, some of them didn't run as well as they should, but mind you, they were still getting those titles, right? The Switch 2 is not getting PS4 level type of games. The Switch 2 is not getting Xbox Series S even level of games. I mean, Cyberpunk's an example, right? But even then, it's still running it poorly. And the generation barely has even started. So that means that by 2 to 3 years, yeah, the Switch 2 is, you know what? And this is going to sound hurtful when I say it. The Switch 2 is more outdated than what the Switch 1 was. Y'all like, what? The Switch 1, bruh. Y'all like, oh my god, Gamester, don't say it. Don't say it, Gamester. The Switch 2 is more outdated than the Switch 1 was when it came out. Nah, you good. Nah, you cool, bro. Thanks, Pickles. Think about what I'm saying right now. Because using games like Street Fighter 6, using games like that is not gonna sell me over, Nintendo Switch 2 fans. What game on the Switch 2 is really pushing those boundaries? You're not getting them. You're not getting no GTA 6. Bro, y'all barely getting it, nothing. Yeah, like if you think about it, it's already outdated. The Switch 2, before the system even came out, it's outdated. All it can sit there and say, oh, we could play the same games that we could have played on Switch 1, but playing better. That's it. That's all the Switch 2 can say. But if you really take it what I'm saying, 2 to 3 years, is the Switch 2 going to get an Indiana Jones? Is the Switch 2 going to get any of those games that maybe a Forza Horizon, I can see that, right? But is the Switch 2 going to get any of those games? Is it even going to get a Ninja Gaiden 4? We don't know. We know they're not getting, well, at least for right now. I think it should be able to run it, but for as of right now, the Switch 2 is not looking to get any games from 2025 going onward. You get what I'm saying? If it's on PS4, yeah, probably Diablo. If it's on PS4, it probably can run. Hey, what's up, Hack? If it's a PS4, Xbox One X game, maybe, PS4 Pro, maybe low demanding PS5 game, maybe even Astro's Playroom, they can get it. But think about it. After 2025, it can't get no graphical quality game like Ghost of Yotei, right? It can't get no Rise of Ronin, because Rise of Ronin looks like a PS3 game even on the PS5. Like, what? Like, bro, think about it. What level style of games are they gonna get? And I think that's the question that people have to ask themselves, is that, hold on. In regards to third party, now mind you, it's okay for right now. Yeah, GTA 5 will be fine on the console, but as of right now, what? And they could get a Red Dead. I think it has the power for the Red Dead Redemption 2, stuff of that nature, but those are still PS4 level games. And you're still going to be playing it at 30 FPS. When it comes down to the new games, it's not going to get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking, but I think the Switch 2 is already outdated before the system even came out. And that is actually quite sad. I think it's already outdated. By the time it comes out the door, it's already outdated. Like, if you think about what I'm saying, think about it. Do you think the Switch 2 is even going to get games remotely on the 2028 of what Xbox and PlayStation got coming out in the inevitable future? I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless it's like a low-demanding racing, low-demanding fighting game. Maybe that. I'm surprised it didn't get Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. That game could have gone there. But I'm saying, like, demanding games. I don't think it's getting it, bruh. I don't think it's not going to get no Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't think it's going to get any of these games. I think the Switch 2 ain't nothing but a sham. I know, I'm not trying to, like, convince people, you know, not to buy it or whatever. I'm just, like, having this conversation and really think about, but I treat it like a throwback machine. It's the side. I feel you, Heckin. That's more likely how people should treat it, you know? But I'm just thinking like Heckin, right? Like, in regards to third party, because Nintendo, they're going to have their games. Like one guy said, if you buy it for Nintendo games specifically, you good. Like, if you buy it for Nintendo games and Nintendo games only, then that's perfect. I don't think nobody can even argue that. But in regards to third party, I'm very curious to know if third party will continue to support it going from 2026, 27, 2028, 2029, PlayStation 6 around the corner, 2030. Yeah, like, you get what I'm saying? I'm really curious if third party's going to stay strong with it. Because as of right now, it looks like it. But that's just because we're still playing PS4 and PS4 level style of games as of right now, right? Yeah, let me see. I'm looking at the comments. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. You know what I mean? We will see. But I know, like, is it gonna get a Doom Dark Ages? I don't know. I don't know. Is it gonna get a game on the level of a Doom Dark Ages? Is it gonna get any level style game like that? Knowing Microsoft, they probably will find a way to put it like they did Doom Eternal. But still, with the wizards they got at their studios. But still, like, I'm very curious to know why you want to play third-party games on Nintendo. It's not about just third-party, but it completes the whole package for me. I like third-party games. Matter of fact, some of my favorite games on Switch are third-party games. I'll name some. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. Alien Isolation. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, they're better on other platforms, but still, I liked playing those, level-style third-party games on my Switch. So I do like third-party games. Because third party is more of the meat, the exclusive. Well, to most people, the exclusives is the meat. But I'm saying, in regards to the most games, it's going to be third party. Does that make sense? I'm an overall gamer, so that's how I see it. So I'm looking at what are the most games I'm going to get out of it. You know what I mean? I could buy it for exclusives. They more likely will be good. But I also want the third party too. I mean, I'm not saying it has to have a GTA 6. I know some games won't work. I already know that, right? But it could probably it's gonna just do PS4 ports. Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5. I'm trying to think, like, what could the Switch 2 provide that I haven't seen already? I'm trying to think. Besides Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk is a good example. Like, what game is gonna go to the Switch 2 that's gonna knock your socks off? That's gonna make you go, whoa. Buying Switch games physically unless it's major first-party title. I feel you on that, Shake. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm trying to think, like, what game is gonna blow your socks off with the Switch 2? I'm trying to think. Yeah. I really feel like third-party might even be... I don't think it's gonna be less... But I do feel that third party is not going to be as strong. I feel like the Switch was a very good device because it did have a solid third party. I know people might say the Switch didn't, the original, but the original Switch did have a solid third party lineup that was playable for the most of its library. Now, mind you, some games don't run good. Trust me, I know. But I feel like the Switch 2 will have better running versions, but how many of these games are they going to get is the question. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's kind of like fast forwarding until Microsoft is like doing what they're doing now and Sony's potentially doing what they're doing. I don't even think it's going to even run on the Switch 2. I don't even think it's going to run on the Switch 2. Because they'll have to get it to run in portable mode. And that would make it significantly weaker than what even the PS4 Pro is. So I don't think it would even be able... They could get a GTA 5, though. They most definitely can get that. Or possibly a Red Dead Redemption 2. I did play. I wasn't a huge fan of it. But I might give it another go. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of it. Just because of the persona. Yeah, Jet was telling me. Yeah, it did have some, like, Darksiders 1, Darksiders 2, the War Mastered editions. Like, that's what I'm saying. It did have some very good ports. Like, we know it's getting Final Fantasy Intergrade, but we know it ain't going to get Rebirth. We know that. I don't think the Switch 2 is going to get Rebirth. And this is kind of my issue. There's a certain plateau that the Switch 2, even though it's considered like a next-gen portable, but it ain't going to be doing next-gen things. We'll have to see. It's very interesting, though, to talk about it. Like, for example, guys, what PS5 game or Xbox Series X or S game that you think that the Switch 2 could run? Like, which game do y'all think? As an example. Yeah, Sparking. Yeah. I think Sparking could come. You know what? That's a good one. I like the way you brought that up, Joshua. Now that would be cool because it's already playable on the Steam Deck. That's how I know it's gonna do well on the Switch too, because it's already possible on the Steam Deck. Now that'd be pretty awesome. I ain't gonna front, and I'm not even a huge fan of the game, but a Dragon Ball game on a Nintendo console of that nature, yeah, that I can see Sparking Zero coming over. They should definitely put it on the port. Hopefully it's on a cartridge though, but you know it's not. Yeah. I mean, it could. Yeah, Xenoverse 2 is on Switch. Yep. And Fighters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Sparking Zero can most definitely be on that console, for sure. Just because Sparking Zero runs pretty good on the Steam Deck already, so there's that. I mean, that would actually be pretty cool. Sparking Zero. I'm trying to think what other games. Hellblade. I definitely not. It could be mechanics, animations, like things that are hard for the system to do. Like, because the Nintendo Switch 2 is a next-gen console for Nintendo, but it's not a next-gen console in regards to technology as to what's going on here. Does that make sense? And the question that I'm begging for people to like understand is like, how is the Switch 2 gonna be from 2025, 2026, 2027? You know what I'm saying? Like the dude said, Switch 1's been going on for 9 years, right? Surprisingly, right? And I think that's mostly due to the fact that, I hate to say it, guys, Xbox and Sony ain't been doing nothing, okay? Sony and Microsoft ain't been doing that. They've been focused on a lot of PS4 remasters, a lot of remakes, right? But what I'm saying, when Microsoft and Sony decides to break away from that, is the Switch 2 going to get these level of games? This is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like you get what I'm saying? Because as of right now, it's good. You know, they focus on remasters. They're doing a bunch of remakes. So, of course, these games could drop on the Switch too. Because these are PS4 level style of games running on more powerful hardware such as the PS5. Essentially, a more optimized version of the same game. But once PS5 be like, yo, we put on PS5 level gameplay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, it ain't happening, Chief. Let me see. Switch 2 versus Steam depends on what you're looking for. I agree. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I'm just curious. I just want to see what year will it be obsolete, and are third party gonna still support it? That's my question. I feel you, but it's pretty fun. Yeah, exactly. I feel you, Joshua. That's what we're doing here. Right? Because we're just speculating to see where is going to be the drop-off period for Switch 2. Because once GTA 6 comes out, right? I feel like it is the Wii U. I think the Switch 2 is going to do good. I think it's going to sell. It's going to do automatically good because it's a Nintendo portable. Nintendo always does good in portables. So there's nothing bad about that. I just want to know from the third-party standpoint, is it going to be as strong as the Switch 1? Since we're finally about to close to leaving this PS4 and Xbox One generation behind. Does that make sense? Because once Sony starts focusing on the Intergalactics and the Marvel Wolverines and stuff of that nature, the Switch 2 is going to be left in the dust. And I don't know if third party are going to be able to make games for it. Well, he got hurt feelings about what? I know he said he got on the Switch, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's what I'm saying, CW. That's what I'm actually saying. When those systems come out, now mind you, they're going to be $1,000. So it's like, oh, the pricing of these consoles don't help either. So I guess the Switch 2 will still have its niche because it's actually going to be cheaper than the competition, right? and not everybody's going to be able to afford a PS6. It's either that or they're not abandoning the PS4 and Xbox One. Well, Xbox did, but the PlayStation is not abandoning the PS4 generation anytime soon. But they kind of have, though. Lost Soul aside, Intergalactic, Marvel Wolverine, these are going to be like PS5, PS6 games. So Sony's kind of already hinted that they're leaving this generation behind. Like they're done with PS4, Microsoft's done with the Xbox One. Third party's still making games for it just because a lot of people still play on them. So we'll have to wait and see, though. We'll have to wait and see, because I feel like the Switch 2 can do well, but I don't know. I don't think third party is gonna push it once that time comes. Yo, Golden Supreme, you laughing at the Switch 2? You know, I don't think it's gonna fail like the Wii U, but there's gonna be something. If it's not third party, it's gonna be. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be obsolete within the 2-year margin. Really? Star Wars Outlaws is already running at 20 FPS on... Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. The system can barely run anything, guys. This is my issue. If Gold is dropping soap, then the Switch 2 is dropping frames. I even see Cyberpunk on it, and it looked like crap. You know? But I do appreciate CD Projekt Red's effort. Yeah, what's up, Golden? Right? That's what I'm saying. By 2030, man, like, I don't know if the Switch 2 gonna last, dog. And if Xbox really comes out with this portable, like they say they did, like they say they are, and it's on the level, let's say, of an Xbox Series S, then in my opinion, the only reason to buy a Switch 2 is for exclusives. And that's it. Yep, that's all it is. That's all it is. You're right. I don't think Nintendo future-proofed this console. But we'll have to see, though. We'll have to wait and see. But if you're buying it for Nintendo games, you should be all right, though. So I'm only speaking in regards to, like, everything else offered. You know? Yeah, they're going to try to stretch it. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How long are they going to be able to stretch that? I don't know. Do y'all think it'll reach till 2030? Yikes. Think about what I'm saying, though, Josh. I don't know if they can reach 2030. Because if GTA 6 comes out and all these other games, like, how is it going to reach 2030? We in 2025 and it can't even reach this year. You know what I mean? I feel like when the Switch 1 came out, it wasn't really outdated off the jump, though, was it? Let me see. Was it good for the current market? All right, so let me explain the Switch 1, right? The Switch 1. All right, you know what? I got the best way to explain this. The Switch 1 came out at I would say the good part of the PS4 and Xbox One generation, right? 2017, when games was kind of picking up, right? So it kind of came out around there. So the hardware at the time was still kind of relevant for what the systems were doing at the time, right? But the Switch 2, the problem with the Switch 2 is that y'all starting the beginning of your generation. Yo, this is the Wii U. Hold on. This is the Wii U. This is literally the Wii U. People don't want to admit it. Now, I'm not saying it's the Wii U in failure, but it's the Wii U in regards to how the hardware is going to be managed. And let me explain. Because with the Switch, it came out late during the PS4 and Xbox One generation. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like it was able to kind of hold its own within that time frame, and with the benefits of Xbox and PlayStation 8 really pushing the boundaries of their consoles, that they were able to last a little bit longer, right? But the Switch 2 is coming out like the Wii U did. 1 year before the competition realizes that, hold on, we got a PlayStation 6 coming out. We got a new Xbox Prime coming out. Matter of fact, we got a new Xbox Portable. It is coming out at the starting point of where Sony and Microsoft want to drop out their new hardware. No different than the Wii U. The Wii U, you know, it was capable like a PS3, right? A little bit more powerful than a PS3, right? But what ended up coming out the next year? The PS4. And that right there was like, oh, I don't want no Switch. I don't want no Wii U. Why would I want a Wii U? It's inferior in every other way. But also, too, the Wii U wasn't a portable console either. So we'll see, though. Nintendo's really banking on that portable gaming market. They're really banking on it. You get what I'm saying? Because with the Switch, it came out at the end. Like, close to the end. You feel me? So it had a few years out of it. You know what I mean? But with the Switch 2, it's coming at the beginning of this technological bump that we're going to get with Microsoft and Sony. And I don't think that's smart. I don't think it was smart. I don't think it was smart. I think Nintendo, I don't think it was smart. Now, mind you, if they like, yo, just buy it, we want y'all to buy only the exclusives, that's good. But I don't think it was very smart of Nintendo to do this. But we'll see, though. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say if it'll flop. See, yeah, the prices are high. We'll have to see, though. I don't think everybody's going to buy it. You know what I mean? Let's not forget the 3DS did not do well either until Nintendo decided to price cut it. So, you never know. You can never say never. Oh, man, it put me in the same server. Hold on. No, that is true. You can never say never. Yeah, people are going to still buy it, but I want some more units of the Switch 1. I don't think so either. I don't. Because I feel like the Switch 2 is still going to live in the shadow of the Switch 1, no different than the PS5 living in the shadow of the PS4. You want to know why the PS5? Now, mind you, there's a few reasons as to why the PS5 ain't jumping like it used to, right? But you want to know why the PS5 is not doing so hot? Because, well, it's doing hot hardware-wise, but I'm saying in regards to games. The reason why the PS5 ain't doing so hot, because it's living in the shadow of the PS4. Now, mind you, Nintendo, they worried about, oh, we ain't no Steam Deck raw guy, like, they can't compete with us. That's what they're saying. Okay, fair enough. But Nintendo, you got your own hardware competing with your own hardware. Y'all stupid. Because people are going to look at the Switch 2, and they're going to be like, hold on. I'm paying this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that. The Switch 1 is going to look like the better option. Now, mind you, who knows? Maybe that's the way Nintendo wants it. You know, they still getting the money anyway. They're like, well, it doesn't matter. Y'all still giving us Switch 1 money. So we'll see. Yeah, that's fair enough. I agree with that. Yeah, because it's like now you got two competing portables. So, and all your stuff is overpriced. Backwards compatibility, you still, like, think about it. You got to buy new Joy-Cons, new Pro controllers. Not everything is backwards compat. That's another thing, too. That is another thing that's ruining the Switch 2. Hold on, this man don't even start you off with no gun? What the hell? yeah, they definitely don't want to. Yeah. Who, me? I'm a Sony pony? No. Can you use the old Joy-Cons? Dang, so you can? Alright, can you use, like, for example, can I use my old Joy-Cons in the Switch too? So you can use controllers, Pro controllers, okay, that's established. But can I use my Joy-Cons though? Oh, you can use the old ones. Okay, that's good, that's good. So hold on, you can? I don't think you can though. Nintendo said? Oh, I have to look into this. I didn't think you could. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, hold on, what? So you essentially saying that I could take my Joy-Cons and attach them? First party. Switch to third. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's good. Yo, Simmons, is that true though? Okay, when I get a chance. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know if they attached. So they actually attached to the Switch 1? I didn't even know that. That's what I'm saying. Nintendo don't do a good job promoting their own console. I did not know that. I'm actually shocked. You gotta pay for real. Like I'm actually. Oh, you can't attach them. So how? All right, so you can't. So how can you? How can you use the Joy-Cons if you can't attach them? Hold on, what? Now I'm confused. Because the way you synchronize the Joy-Cons is by attaching them to the side, right? That's what I thought. And I know with the new Switch 2, you can't do that. So I'm actually curious as to how can you actually use the old Joy-Cons. Like the Joy-Cons, not controllers, not wired controllers and all that. They will work wireless. Oh, that's cool. You just can't use them on the console. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool then. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that. The pair bottom. Oh, okay. Oh, snap. That's cool though. So they made sure. Oh, that's okay. That's good then. You know. I mean, I was about to say though, if they didn't let you use those, I'd be pissed. Yeah, how you gonna charge it? Yo, how you gonna charge it though? Yo, you can't. Yo, that's true though. How you go? He said, how you gonna charge it? Yo, he said, how you gonna charge it though? Yo, he said you can't even put him on the side though, but you can still use them. Even Nintendo knows y'all need to with the charger grip. Ah, but you gotta buy that though. Ah, Nintendo, y'all playing people. Look at this. They played us though. Y'all told me that they was backwards compat all the way. I should be able to charge it on my new Switch too. God dang it. Ah, of course Nintendo gotta sell you something. Oh, you want to keep this around, huh? It's either you keep the Switch 1 or you... See, but you still have to... That's what I'm saying. You still need it. Yeah, you still need something else to charge it. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I think it's because they can't allow it to be attached to the console due to the new technology they've added. Because it's something like they actually just like attaches. Like you don't actually have to lock it in like how it was before. So. But I think a few people do say that the Switch 1 was successful because of how cheap, affordable, and how consumer friendly the console was. The Switch 2 is definitely not as consumer friendly. By any means. Microsoft failed. He said Gang says the carryover more important. I feel like the carryover is more important. Microsoft failed the Xbox One. I feel like the Xbox One is the reason why the Series S and X is good. With the backwards compatibility. I think the things that they've introduced with the Xbox One and that they've carried over to the Series S and X is actually good. Which all started on the Xbox One generation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but the carryover is good. Accessories, controllers, games even. You know? Microsoft made it pretty easy with the carryover. They did. I think they actually made it the easiest. He says, so Gabe, did you watch the NFL? No, I didn't. How was it? Was it good? No, recalibrate it. Ah, that's another good point too. You're right, GD. Yeah, you're right, because think about it. A lot of people could not. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people couldn't get the PS5. A lot of people couldn't get the Series X, and I mean the S was a little bit more affordable, and a lot of people was able to get it. But you're right, not a lot of people could get those consoles without spending upwards of 700 to 800. So why is my gun? That is true though. Now that's not really the case now with the Switch 2. Trying to see what this guy ran into a safe zone. Yeah. Yeah, it made sense. It was affordable. It was $299, right? You know, there wasn't really a competing portable device at the time. So yeah, it kind of came out at the right time. You know what I mean? You know, and a lot of people was begging for portable gaming at that time too. I got you, Pickles. I think you're all right about that, you know, but now you got the Switch 1 that's already out, and you're expecting people to get the Switch 2. I mean, mostly off exclusives alone. That's the only reason why you would get the Switch 2. I don't know. Everyone that I know who has a Switch wants the Switch 2. But we'll see how long that lasts, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, what games do they play, Shake? Do they play a lot of Nintendo games? Because if so, yeah. I'm just surprised Nintendo's getting away with it. You know? Because they didn't get away with it with the 3DS. They did not get away with it during the 3DS, but... And it seems like Nintendo might get away with it. We'll see. Yeah. I think because people fell in love with the Switch so much that they just... It's the FOMO. They can't get past the FOMO of it. Yeah, the Series S was actually widely available. The Series X and PS5... mostly the PS5 was very hard for people to get. Which I don't know why, because the PS5 was absolutely trash. And still is trash. Yeah, no, you're right, though. They are getting dumb. You know? They probably... It would be for exclusives. Mostly for exclusives, yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's what Nintendo's banking on. Yeah. Like, I would have bought it, but I gotta put my foot down on some things. Oh. Yeah, I think so too. You guys are right. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, the cost of the memory cards. Oh, this map is different. I've never seen it. Oh, snap. This is cool. I've never seen this before in this game. Yeah. Yeah, because Metroid Prime 4, right, is on Switch 1 and 2. If you notice, their biggest games besides Mario Kart World is dropping exclusively on both platforms. Yep. And those SD cards is, oh crap, this guy got people. Yeah, those SD cards ain't no joke. Micro SD espressos, Starbucks. Ah, come on. I was trying to heal up. I got to. Yeah, the original Wii was a good console. You know? Actually got surprisingly a good few games on it. Yeah, Nintendo's really testing it. They're testing the loyalty of their fans, that's why. You know? I mean, I like Nintendo games too, but like I said, I got enough games in the world, I can wait. Yeah, I agree. Same here, bruh. You ain't lying, GD. You ain't lying, but you know what? I'm kind of happy I didn't impulsively get one because you know why? You start looking at all the flaws of it and you're like, hold on. This ain't really good for the 450. 500 plus a digital game, like, bruh. And then on top of that, most of the games on the game key card, bro. There was just too many wrongs for me, man. And I know people say, well, it's the third party. I get that, but I'm looking at it like this. Sonic and Shadow, Switch 1 cartridge. Suikoden, Switch 1 cartridge. Why the hell it ain't on Switch 2? Why the hell did we get a Switch 1 cartridge variation of the game on a cartridge, but not a Switch 2 version? Like, that just shows me that Nintendo, they're not, well, not Nintendo themselves, but the third party for it this time around is not carrying it the same way. Which, and I feel like they use that as an excuse, though. The game key cards, if anything, it actually made it worse. Game key cards. Oh, it's us Nintendo. We're introducing a new system that companies have to tell you if the game's on a cartridge. Every single third party puts it on a game key card. It's like they're doing it to spite Nintendo at this point. Because now every company's settling for it, even when they don't have to. And I think there should be some boundaries. I feel like there should be some lines based off, listen, if your game can't fit within a 64 gigabyte game without compression, then fine. Use a game key card. But if your game can't fit on a cartridge, you have to use one of these types. I feel like giving the third party all the freedom in regards to doing what they want with their property is what's the reason as to why all these game key cards are showing up. Which is also Nintendo's fault. Because they're the one that pushed this ideology to the third party because they got tired of it. So, like, it should be like, you know, I mean, you can't expect a developer to compress their game to get it to fit on the Switch. But if a game like Pooey Pooey Tetris, sir, why is this not on a 2 gigabyte cartridge? Oh, you know, we cheap, Nintendo, we cheap. It would only cost you $2 to do this. Oh, we cheap. We're cheap, Nintendo. We like you. We're cheap. We didn't want to put it on a... You really didn't want to put 700 megabytes on a 1 gigabyte cartridge? Yeah, we're cheap. It would have only cost you 50 cents. Yeah, we're cheap. Oh, I see. Y'all cheap, huh? They could have even charged the consumer for it. They're like, okay, 64 gigabyte cartridge, $10 upcharge, 32 gigabyte cartridge, certain upcharge. They could upcharge based off the cartridge size, which wouldn't be the first that we've seen in game, and so I wouldn't have even bothered as long as the game is on the cart. But nope, we get neither. So we're paying more and we're getting less. Crazy. Piece of paper and plastic. I mean, they've already done it with Labo. Let's not forget, guys, it's the same company that was selling cardboard with Nintendo Labo. They were out here selling pizza boxes. And Nintendo fans ate that up. They bought some expensive cardboard. Yeah. Yeah, that is true, though. I know. The download speeds on that is going to be atrocious. And I'm surprised. You know what? That dock should have an Ethernet cable. Does it have an Ethernet cable? Because I know the OLED dock has one, right? Hold on. Nobody's asking the right questions here. Does the Switch 2 dock have an Ethernet cable? Because I know does the OLED have one? Yeah, I do. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, bro. I was about to say, bruh. I'm like, hold on, Nintendo. How you gonna add something for the OLED and don't bring it back? What the hell, bruh? Okay. All right. That's good to know. Yeah, I was about to say, bruh. I know, right? I was about to say. Yeah, because I know the OLED has one. That's why I was like, yo, hold on. Yo, what's up, Pony? Yep. That's all it is. Yeah, definitely. They wish they had some suckers like that. They got played, bro. Yo, anybody that bought that Nintendo Labo set is dumb. Crazy, bro. I wonder what they're gonna pull next. Nintendo Labo 2. Bruh, that was one of the biggest scams in gaming history. Oh, you got one, Omar? You bought one? You got it pre-ordered? What you got, the Mario Kart bundle? He says, suckers. Suckers. Even the Labo? Yo, for real. I know the original Switch 2, you could actually mod it and all that, so yeah, technically speaking, that is the best Switch. Who would have known? Yeah. I told people, even their fans are the same. Oh, there we go. Crap. Oh, this man just put a lock on it. Oh, he has somebody on the outside? Come on, bruh. Nice. That's good, Omar. Yo, this game is laggy as hell, bro. Yo, did they just spawn? Yo, they spawned the guy right here, bro. Yo, they literally spawned the guy right here. Thank you. I appreciate that, Omar. Thank you, man, so much. I always try to have some good humor, you know, try to provide some humor with some facts. You know, thank you guys, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll have to see. I think they said the problem is with the whole it more powerful than a PS4 is the fact that it's only really more powerful than the PS4 when it's docked. That's kind of the only issue. You get what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's powerful, but only when it's docked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, really, only when it's docked, though? That ain't really saying much. Thank you. I appreciate that, Omar. Only when it's docked it really has, you know. But even then, it's not by much, though. It really isn't by much. Everybody's making like it's crazy. It's really not that much. Yeah. Because if you look at it from the dock perspective, a Series S looks far better. You get that for $299. I just wonder when the Steam Deck 2 comes out, what are the Switch fanboys are gonna say then? It's funny because oh, this man's shooting from a house. Oh crap! I knew that, but I never jumped off the damn bike. Yo, Pickles had enough of y'all. He's like, I'm tired of y'all. Oh, snap. These people running in squads, bro. You see this? Yeah, Pickle, yeah, he told me. I told him he could manage it the way he wants because he's reliable and all that. So, I told Pickles that. I gave him that authorization. Yeah, it is technically, yeah. I know Nintendo fanboys keep saying like as if they're scared by it. It's like, bro, we get it. We know why people pick up the Switch too. We know why. Got him. Headshot. No, I haven't seen it. I usually don't have a lot. I have a few Nintendo fans, but a lot of them are not fanboys, though. Nah. To be honest, I mostly attract PlayStation fanboys for some reason. But yeah, everybody, all the Sega fans, the PC fans, Xbox fans, all those fans are usually cool. I just get the PlayStation fanboys for some reason. But I'm still cool with them too. You know? Not all of them, though. Where are the real gamers in here, GameStar? Yo, you talking to one right now? He said, we're the real gamer. Oh, snap. Abusing power? What do you mean? I gave him that power. What do you mean abusing power? I gave it to him. I told him. Yo, look at this, bro. Now they talking about abusing power? Bro, look at that. Bro, how many times y'all came in here acting all dumb and we ain't never timed y'all out. He's the power. What comes great power comes great responsibility, my friend. You must respect Pickle's world. This is Pickle's world now. That's why he's a moderator. You don't see the symbol? I do a Fantasy Star in the online sense or the traditional sense, but I'll answer both questions just in case, right? I think a traditional sense Fantasy Star would be good, but we already know Sega probably won't do it because there's really no money involved for that. But in regards to online, I don't know. I don't really think there's really much they can do. The only thing I would recommend is maybe they can go back to I would love to see Fantasy Star Universe come back. I would love to see that come back because I actually thought that was actually one of their last good Fantasy Star games until they ruined it. But I'd say Fantasy Star Universe port of that game, and maybe with some new added content, I'd be all for that. Fantasy Star Universe. And what's crazy, you actually had to pay money to play that online on top of having Xbox. But it was so good. Oh, is that a person? Oh no. Oh! Goddamn wolf. Really? You can still play it on PC? Oh. I know Jet told me you can still play Final Fantasy 11. Yeah. I still want to try it out. If they have an open beta, I'll definitely try it out. Oh, really, CW? That's hilarious. Yeah, I used to live stream on Twitch. Yeah, I remember when Twitch was all about the gaming. Now it's all about bathtubs. Oh snap, I'm about to get myself into a firefight. Oh. Oh bro, look at all these people. Holy crap. Yo, they got so many people here. Oh yeah, most definitely. I usually don't. I could though. But probably not. I have to see. I gotta put some more games on here for you guys though, you know? Because I've already beaten Final Fantasy Reunion. I have to download. Nah, I deleted Hogwarts Legacy. Oh. Who the hell? Oh, I see him. I see him. There's more people shooting at me? What the hell? Oh my. Am I? I don't even know. I know this one they probably squatted up though. Yeah, this one has a lot of action. You can tell, look at the way they got these bases. If only. You think so? Why did you learn a lesson? Okay. You think that I know? You think they would have, but this might. We'll see. Maybe Sony thinks if they copy the Xbox strategy or put the game on everywhere, maybe they think it's gonna succeed. I still don't think it will, but maybe if they put it on Switch too, because there might not be any game like it. I don't know. Like Sony clearly don't know what they're doing, man. When it comes to online, it's actually kind of sad. Yeah, they had their good moments, and then they just couldn't hold on to them. SOCOM, and you know, SOCOM was probably one of the most popular. Yeah, SOCOM was their most popular, and look what happened with that. Now, if SOCOM was an Xbox IP, the game would probably still be alive. Trying to figure out what this guy is. Yeah, you're right. It did it. Yo, what's up, Dave? Bro, you could tell they be having some serious war zones in this game. There's probably freaking 3 guys minimum in each squad. Yeah, I remember Mod Nation. Oh, people shoot up here. I swear, I think somebody's already up here. Y'all saw that? Yo, this man really trying to come up there and flank me, bro. Really? Oh man, he shot me through the damn crack, bro. That's crazy. Bro, where am I getting shot up? Yo, this server is chaotic, bro. Oh. Oh, it does? Nice. What was this guy even shooting at? Got him. Oh, man, there's more people? Hey, yo, how did he get me like that, bro? Yo, that man must have been shooting from up high on something for him to get me like that. What the hell? Oh, somebody's hit me from the side. I think I got him, though. Yeah, I heard that's coming to Switch 2 as well. That's pretty nice. You already know that game ain't going on the cartridge. Late this spring? Okay. Yeah, there's so many people on this map, bro. It's crazy. There's even a guy behind this guy. Like, what the? Oh, that was a real player. I could tell. Damn, bro. I didn't even know. I thought it was all. I got you. Yeah, I thought that was a. I thought it was all freaking AIs, and the real player got killed, and then a real player came out of nowhere. Oh, somebody got timed out. And what happened? Busy Bone, he got timed out. Yeah, you like it? That's good. I know Jet, man. I heard he's in love with that game. He's actually been loving it. Yeah, what a surprise for Microsoft and Sony said, please delay the game until we can pump out our games first. And then y'all can come out with GTA. Like, I mean, companies are literally scared of this game. Like, they're in fear of GTA 6. Nintendo's probably like, you know what? Drop out the Switch 2 before GTA 6. Like, even Nintendo's scared of that game. I've never seen such a game be this massive that like companies are scared to even put a release date on a game. And I think the reason why Ghost of Yotei is coming out in October because Sony probably got the A-OK that GTA 6 is not coming out this year. Probably guarantee. I don't think Sony would be confident dropping one of their games out like that. But GTA 6 are on the corner. Got him. I saw you hiding. Ah, he never did, Pony. Nah, he never did. You saw the way I got him? I'm gonna just sit my behind right here. Yeah, I know. Which is crazy because I know the game's dropping out soon, but it seems like these companies want them to be as. Oh, ah. Where was this guy at? I was trying to heal up when he caught me. Damn, there's people everywhere. Look at this crap. Ah. I can see there was 2 of them. Xbox rules for life. Yo. Hey, what's up, bro? I think there's a guy up here. Yeah. Oh, crap, he got shotgun traps. Yo, these people be playing on this server. Yo, I am so outmatched here, bro. This is crazy. Yo, they got shotgun traps, bro. Look at this crap. Bro, I need some squad mates. I don't think I could do this all alone. Yo, look at these bases, bro. These people are insane. Ah, that's crazy. I can't jump on his damn house. Got him. Yo, I actually got her from that lighthouse. Is crazy. Y'all saw that? Yeah, it did. Did this guy throw a grenade? I think he threw a grenade. Let's see. Oh. Hey, yo, there's so many people in this server. Hold on, what's going on? I'm looking at the chat. Hold on, you guys, hold on, what happened? No, but he probably did. He probably just, he didn't time you out for long, though. Like, now they get mad because Pickles is actually doing what he's supposed to? Bro, he's supposed to do that. If you get out of line, he could do that. He been letting y'all troll for a long time. He been letting y'all get away with murder. If anything. Now they upset at Pickles for enforcing the law of the stream. Now they don't like him no more. He's like, yup, I ain't tolerating your crap. Now they don't like Pickles no more. Hey, I'm saying Pickles is doing a good job. No, I know you do, but some people, I've heard a lot of complaints about you, though. We're having a debate with people that are in the comments, but if you mind putting some down, we could actually have a conversation. He said it's literally just one guy talking. What kind of debate is this? All right, Kay, we can start one. Well, me and you. You getting the Switch 2? What's better, the Steam Deck or the Switch 2? Yo, somebody, that sounds like a grenade launcher. Yo, that's grenade launcher. How did... You can tell these people have been playing on this server for a long time. Oh yeah, definitely. Yo, there's so much action going on here. Y'all see this? Bro, there's squads fighting it. Oh, snap this. What? Bro, this man shot me with a gun. And he had, and he closed the door too. You saw that, right? Now I'm going back right there. Screw that guy. Yo, they shooting grenade launchers, bro. I'm going right back up there. L content, I guess. Oh. Really, bro? Get out of here, bro. Oh, so that was that dude checking my stuff. After I know you saw that, right? And then he closed it too, which was funny. That's what made it more hilarious, the way he closed the door. Look, yo, look at this guy rolling. Hold on, y'all see this? Bro, there is so many dead bodies in this game. It's crazy. This is literally just a free-for-all. Oh, snap. You see that? Yo, that's crazy, bro. There was 3 of these dudes, man. 3 freaking guys, bro. I need a squad, bro. Oh, my, yo, y'all saw that, bro? Got 3 guys, bro. Come on, man. 3 guys? What? Yo, I need a squad right now. Oh, snap, hold on. Oh, I just got jumped. Yo, for real, bro. They came up on the side of it. I didn't even have a chance. I do like this, though, because there's more action. I'm going to start playing on this server for y'all. I just have to get used to the map layout. Find some nice camping spots. Oh my god, bro. I'm getting freaking... Bro, I am getting tag teamed over here, bro. Who said that? All right, time him out, Pickles. What? Did he really just try to kill me? Oh, well, golden. Oh, there he goes. Yep, good job, Pickles. Try to see where this guy's at. Yeah, I don't know why people doing that, bro. Like, Pickles, if anybody's saying that, just this instant, no hesitation, bro. This is supposed to be about gaming and people making it personal over nothing. That's like, that to me is an instant timeout. Like, when it ain't even about games, like. Like, that is just petty, in my opinion. Yeah. That's crazy. And that's why people, you can't even have good conversations with these people. Yeah. Yeah, instant, bro. I don't even know. Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, all this over games, and I hate to say it, a lot of them is coming from these PlayStation guys, man. I haven't had a problem. I've never, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, Infro, right? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, that's instant. I don't even, yo, that is literally instant. Like, and I thought he made a problem with Chucky. And I'm like, yo, that's way worse than what he's accusing Chucky for doing. Hell no, that gotta go, brother. And then people wonder as to why you can't have personal conversations and, you know, real conversations. And, you know, why people ask about people's height and they don't want to tell you because you got weirdos that do stuff like that. You know, you can't even have a relaxed conversation, chill conversation without people doing that behavior. That's so pathetic. I don't understand that. I don't see Xbox dudes or... Like, for real, that's what I'm saying, Stefan. Like, that, like, really? Like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, hold on. Like, that's instant, bro. Oh, snap, hold on, I heard. That, to me, is instant. Can't be playing around stuff like that. That's unacceptable. And I hate to say it, a lot of them is from these PlayStation dudes, man. I've had PC guys, I've had Nintendo guys, I've had Sega guys, I've had all types of gamers. Oh crap. And it seems like the only ones that are the ones doing this crap is the PlayStation fanboys. And then they say, why y'all only focus on us? Yep. Bro, that was crazy. They lagged too. Yeah, no, you do what you do, Pickles. I already know it's in good faith. It's in good faith, so don't even. I don't question you, bro. Trust me. I built enough trust with you, bro. You always keep things mellow here. You never cause problems. You always try to keep things mellow. Yeah, some of them do. Some, yeah. Yeah, some Sega fanboys do exist. Yep. It's getting ridiculous. Like, it's like, bro, we all come in here and have a conversation, and they always got to take it personal, bro. Like, I had people, right? People's like, oh, King Thrash. I'm like, bro, do y'all even know what King Thrash said to me, bro? That man said some mad personal stuff to me. That's why I said something about his girl. A lot of people don't know that. I'm like, oh, you want to talk about people I care about? Okay, bet. So I returned the favor. And that's why King Thrash is still mad at me to this day, because he wants to bully people, but as soon hold on. But as soon as you give it back, he don't like it. That's the problem with people. He feel like, oh, I could dish it out. Dreamcast guy coming here for you. Dreamcast? Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, got him. I'm gonna stay right in this darkness. Dreamcast guy coming for me. For real, it could be his ults. It could be Dreamcast doing this in his free time, and I don't even know. Man, Dreamcast guy's been a liar ever since he made his whole channel. Oh yeah, Dream Scourge. Yo, when Avowed came out, I think I started calling him Dream Scourge. You know the Dream Scourge and Avowed? Yeah, I was calling him that. That's so funny. Dream Scourge. Got both y'all asses. Oh, damn it. How many people? Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, man, Puerto Rock always be hiding, bro. Every time there's some bad PlayStation news, that man be hiding for a whole week. You can't even find him. Be like, yo, where did Puerto Roach go? Where he at? You can't even find him. I know this guy is hiding somewhere. Oh. Got him. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like that little troll underneath the bridge. He's probably enjoying that Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I think he's gonna be a PlayStation dude all the way through. I said, you keep timing me out, and I didn't, dog. Hold on, you coming here with a new name? No, but don't play. Hold on, he came in with a new name. Yo, cause I haven't even seen that name. Thug Man? Yo, Mo Thug. Nah, but I'm telling you, man, none of that stuff, man. None of that stuff, bro. Pickles, we're not playing around with that type of stuff, man. Not even in a joking fashion, bro. That stuff is unacceptable. Yeah. Like that type of stuff is unacceptable. I don't tolerate that. You know, everybody's just trying to come here, have a good, solid stream. We don't care about a little the Xbox trolling, whatever. It's whatever. But like that type of stuff is not. I can't allow. So. You know. Don't. But see, but even then, like he says, I'm just scaring him so he won't. Scaring your boy. So he. But even then, just this. But you shouldn't have to do that though. You shouldn't have to like scare somebody, but like that. Because it's only gonna make them time you out worse. Yeah, like. He said, "Swing that him." All I hear is the Ace Attorney music playing. Oh, he got me. Nice. Yeah, there's no jokes with that. Yeah, like, just keep it chill, bro. Let's keep it chill. I don't even know what Chucky said. Like, y'all really want me to go back? Yo, I'm about to... I don't even think Chucky said anything. Let me see, because I would have actually noticed it. Let me see. I'm going to go way back. Way back. Let me see, as far as I can go. Hold on, I'm actually looking at the comments. Let me see. I really want to see, because I don't think Chucky was saying nothing bad. And even then, even if he is, you know, it doesn't mean you can threaten to do that to him. Let me see. Actually, I don't even see it. Let me see. I'm looking right now, though. I don't think Chucky said anything really bad. Because I'm looking at the chat, yeah. I'm looking at the chat. He didn't even say nothing bad. Wow. And I did not even kill this man. Yeah, because I went as far back to look at the comments, and I don't think he said anything wrong. No. Yeah. Thank you, Pickles. I appreciate that. Thank you for defending the people in the chat. Thank you. I respect that. That's good. Yeah. Like, why can I not get, like, the whole Xbox is better type of... Oh, crap. Like, stuff like that. Can I get some PlayStation is better? Like that stuff, I don't understand why somebody would time somebody out for that. Just for saying Xbox better, PlayStation better, Nintendo better. You know what I mean? But I don't see why people would actually need to think. But, like, that type of stuff is personal. That type of stuff shouldn't be talked about. You know, for the privacy of others. You know what I mean? So... that I can understand why somebody would get timed out for, so. Yeah, I'm happy everybody's watching, though. Oh, damn, really? I stayed up this late? Crap. I know. They remove resistance. Ain't that something, bro? They remove resistance. How they gonna do that, bro? They gonna remove resistance? That's crazy. Like, they actually removing games that they don't even have to remove. Like, oh, he got me. Alright, guys, so I'm going to get off for right now, and then I'll talk to you guys the next time, alright? Alright, take care, everybody. I appreciate you guys stopping by, alright? Take care, everybody.